Okay, you guys, we are back with another banging video. Happy Mondays to you guys, providing it's a Monday where you are. And you know what? Today, when I was about to start this video, the first thing that came to my mind is to try and encourage and motivate someone. So, do you know how we all have our challenges? It doesn't matter your finances. Everyone is going through something. It's not always rainbows and sunshine every day for everyone. We all go through something at some point in time or another, right? And I want to remind you that no matter what you're going through, give yourselves momentarily breaks, because we go through things that are heavy at times, really heavy, and you feel like you're just in the middle of four walls. There's no door out. But use me as an example, and I can tell you that I'm a testimony to the impossible being possible. God hasn't given up on you. Do not give up on yourselves, no matter what, and try to find something to laugh about or to be grateful about, no matter how dark it is for you in this moment and in this time. Anyone who has been on my channel, you guys know I've had my share of darkness, and it's not that it's completely over, but every time I think something is about to break me, it only makes me stronger. And as such, I want to impart that knowledge, that strength onto you guys. If you're going through something that seems impossible, remember, there's nothing impossible. Nothing in this life is impossible. And if my creator, whether you want to call your creator God, Buddha, Allah, whatever you refer to your deity as, trust and believe that he'll come through or she'll come through for you. Trust and believe. All right. And remember not to be hard on yourselves. Don't be too hard on yourselves. You're a human, you're a spirit having a human experience. Don't be too hard on yourself. And I should also remember that as well. And remember that not because you're a nice person, it doesn't mean that people will not abuse you. And when horrible people do horrible things to you, and say horrible things to you, it's not you. It's them. Always remember that, and always protect you. Always love upon you. You're perfectly and wonderfully made. And let no one tell you otherwise. Let no one convince you otherwise, okay? Now, let's get into today's video, because without further ado, honey, the government is out to get Cardi B. It's time for laughs now. It's time for laughs. Give yourself a break. Laugh, 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 okay? Cardi B has taken another fall. We fall down, but we get up. We fall down, but we get up. We fall down, but we get up. 'Cause a sin is just a sinner who falls down and got up. Do you guys know that song? I was cultured in church, I'm from a Christian family. You hear me swearing over here like a sailor? I got that from my dad, not my mom. Not my mom. My dad is the sailor and my mom is the angel. Trust and believe. But my dad is still a sea guy. No, Barnaby keeps falling. But one thing, you gotta hand it to her, honey. You gotta hand it to her. She keeps falling, but she keeps getting back up, honey. She says, no, gravity is gonna keep her down. And guess what? She's laughing. So, let me tell you, in case you haven't been keeping up, I mean, they're saying she has cursed Stefan Diggs, and they say she's a witch. And I said, let me tell you something. When you mess with energy, it does some things to you. So if she's a witch, as they're saying she is, she ain't good at it. She needs to quit. She needs to try another skill or another craft, because our dear witchy friends cannot conjure up gravity. She can't stand still. She needs to hurry and reduce that beat. You know what? Let me tell you something. I've been advising Cardi B for years for free. And every time I tell her to do something and she doesn't do it, she suffers. And guess what she does eventually? What I recommend to her initially. So, I've been saying all this time she shouldn't have upgraded the backside. She should have stayed at the wisdom tooth. Remember when she had that little cute wisdom tooth backside and the internet was saying she had a wisdom tooth, and I was like, yeah, it gives wisdom tooth, but it was still cute. It was neat. She looked petite. We knew it was a BBL, but it was neat and it gave her this petite look, right? But she's had back-to-back babies, so, hormones came into play, and she gained a few pounds, and you can't control, you know how people say, let's control that? You can't control nature like that, right? So she gained some mommy weight, and then because she got more on the backside, along with her natural body weight, and she has been working hard back-to-back. You gotta hand it to her. So if you remember, she had Blossom, then she has, what do they call the last baby? I've seen quite a few names for him. I've seen people calling him Baby Brim, and there's there's another name that they use for him. It's a sports terminology. Touchdown. They call him Touchdown. Cardi B is the one who's doing all the touchdown now, right? So I'm saying she had Blossom, then she had Touchdown. While she was pregnant with Touchdown, she was working consistently up to the point of her labor and delivery. After labor and delivery, after she gave birth to Touchdown, she took maybe 2 weeks or 3 weeks break maximum. Then she came back and started promoting Little Miss Drama, and she was working again, right? And then, yes, I'm taking you through how she starts falling down, okay? So, the week of the Super Bowl, she came out. Remember, she performed at Michael Rubin's pre-Super Bowl party, right? And she was to do a little something with one of Elon Musk's robots, like similar to what Kimmy did. So she came out and she was like, ow, nobody touch my man, ow, And the robot fell on her. We can laugh. She wasn't hurt. We can laugh. If she was my friend or sister, I would be laughing too, right? So the robot fell on her and she was like, pick me up, get me up. And I remember when I did that video, someone in the comment section said, I will never forget you. I'm going to look for your name again so I can refer to you by name. But the person commenting said, look at God. I'm going to find your comment and include it in this video, because you were hella mischievous, but it was just so appropriate. It was right. You weren't doing too much. You weren't doing too little. It was a good sense of humor, and it was used in the right way. It was funny. So someone commented, look at God, and that comment had the most like on that video. So the robot fell on her, right? That was the Super Bowl weekend. So it was the Saturday. The robot fell on her. Okay, so after the robot fell on her, and she was like, pick me up, pick me up, pick me up. That was Super Bowl weekend, right? And then, you know that her Little Miss Drama tour started immediately after that, right? Immediately after that. And we saw her. The first thing she said is that she has some beer maize around the back, and if ICE comes in and try to get any of her fans, they're gonna beer maze them and jump them, and she did her little humorous thing and all of that jazz. And then ICE responded and said, once you don't, you, once you don't drug and rob any of our agents, because they're talking about her past of drugging and robbing men. So ICE responded saying, once you don't drug and rob any of our agents, we're good, right? So that was humor both ways. And she got offended. She should have just laughed about it. I don't know why she was offended about it, because she made a joke about the government attacking the government, because she made a joke about attacking them. They got that she was making a joke, and they took a jab at her with her history. And she says, she told us that she's not ashamed and she doesn't regret it. And it's not as though they're arresting her, but they only said, once you don't drug and rob any of our agents, which is funny. And she went off about Epstein file. Anywho, after that, she was doing a routine, and she was wearing a very, very sexy costume that resembled a negligee, not even a lingerie, honey. That was less than a lingerie. That was a negligee. It was showing a lot of skin. The BBL was on full display. When she sat on the chair to do the routine, the chair turned over. So she kept doing her thing. The dancers, they pick her up, and, she was back at it again. No. She was in Seattle last night, I think. Was it last night? She did the Seattle show. And honey, y'all are gonna leave Barnaby alone. You all are gonna leave Barnaby alone, okay? So Barnaby fell again last night. She fell backwards. And guess what? She's always falling back. Lean back. So, where's Fat Joe? Lean back. Lean back. It seems like she's doing the rockaway and can't keep up. She really needs to reduce that ass, because it has to be the backside that is pulling her down. I tell you. Kenny Rogers, I think, has a song that says, everything I love is killing me. Cigarettes, Jack Daniels, and caffeine, that's Cardi B. Everything she loves, it's killing her. The BBL keeps embarrassing the shit out of her, and the men that she loves keeps embarrassing the shit out of her. Yes, girl, I can't wait for you to she said she was gonna go to Colombia. Why would Cardi B want to go to Colombia to remove her BBL? America has some of the best plastic surgeons money can buy, and you're home. If anything goes wrong, you can sue them. You can get your medical checkup. You can get your corrective treatment. Reduce your BBL in the US. You have Dr. What's his name again? Let me tell you, Dr. Miami. He's the pop culture plastic surgeon, and he's good. And then you have the other one that does the botch series. I think she needs to see that plastic surgeon, the one that is on botch, that does the corrective surgery, because the BBL reduction is a corrective surgery because it's too big. She wants to get it reduced. She wants it on a nice size. So what's his name? Someone comment his name in the comment section. I tell you, reality TV is not given like it used to. But Life in the Fab Lane is good. I've been watching Life in the Fab Lane with Kimora and her kids. And you guys know I've said to you, I don't watch TV. I've been watching Marco Polo on Netflix, and Marco is pissing me off, and I'm like, okay. But Back to our girl Barney B. She falls down and she keeps falling. She fell down and keeps falling. So this time around they're saying yes, the government is out to get her because when she fell the first time, not the robot fall, right? Because the robot fall was the first one. So when she fell the first time during her show, because she said she was going to bear miss the government, she, joked about it and said, the government is trying to get me, y'all. The government is trying to get me, So when she fell last night at the Seattle show, the fans were like, oh my God, the government is out to get Cardi again. It's funny. It's really, really funny. But she got up and she has a lot of energy. You can't take that away from her, honey. Let me tell you this, and I'm going to say this the best way I know how to. Cardi B is an entertainer. And when I say that, people say I hate Cardi B. But let me tell you something. You guys don't understand the power of an entertainer. And you would have to lack knowledge and understanding to be offended by a statement like that. Because I'm going to tell you something about an entertainer. And I said this about Rihanna as well. Entertainers will outperform talented people. Entertainers will outperform talented people. You see, every time I tell y'all something on here, you all try to counteract me and you can never win me. Yes, you guys won. You guys won me one time when Tasha K came out with a girl saying that all those girls were pregnant for Stephen Diggs. I literally call that woman a liar, I said, Tasha K is a mother liar. Ain't no way. You guys said she wasn't lying. You guys were right on that one. And there was something else about Kim Kardashian. I don't remember what it is at this point, but you guys were right with that one. But you know what I'm here to remind you of, guys? Do you guys remember when Keisha Cole and Ashanti was going to do that versus battle? And everyone was saying it's unfair. And I said no, because guess what? Ashanti is an entertainer. She cannot be compared to Keisha Cole when it comes to vocals. But Keisha Cole is not an entertainer. She has damn good vocals, but she's not an entertainer. And I said Ashanti is going to win the versus battle because Ashanti is an entertainer by profession. And Ashanti won the versus battle. And you guys came back and said you were right. And I keep saying it. When it comes to Beyonce and Rihanna is an entertainer. Rihanna is not a singer. Rihanna's vocals, it's not good. Not good. But Rihanna will outperform Beyonce any day. You know why? She's an entertainer. Rihanna has more hits than Beyonce. And Beyonce is a better singer. You know why? Rihanna is versatile. And that's a true entertainer. Rihanna has done punk rock Rihanna has entered every genre possible. Queen Bee could never. I dare her to do rock and roll and pull it off as Rihanna did. She could never pull it off as Rihanna did. But guess what? Queen Bee has better vocals than Riri. But Rihanna is far more versatile, right? But with Cardi B, she's an entertainer. She's not the true core essence of a rapper, right? And when it comes to hip hop and rap, when it comes to rap, you have to be able to truly rap. So Cardi will never be able to beat So, Cardi B will never be able to beat Nicki lyrically. She will never even come close to beating Nicki Minaj lyrically. She will never be able to beat Nicki. She will never even come close to beating Nicki Minaj lyrically, because Nicki is a beast. But Cardi will entertain from now till tomorrow. But she's not a beast when it comes to rapping. You guys get it. So when it comes to her Little Miss Drama tour, I do believe she has been entertaining her fans. And for someone who's not a seasoned tour artist, she has been definitely doing well. Even though y'all say I hate Barney B, I don't know where you all get that idea from. I just speak the truth. When it needs to be said, I'm gonna say it. And it's okay for us to see things through different lenses. It is. Just keep it cute. And that's it. That's all you need to do. We can agree to disagree. Just keep it cute and we move on and we talk. And the next time we meet, we may agree. And the other time we may disagree. Just keep it cute. It's okay. But Barney B, gravity, it keeps defeating her, honey. Yeah, she needs to get that BB held reduced. She needs to get it reduced because she's falling on it too much. Honey. But anywho, the girl keeps going. And that's all I have to say about that for this video. Peace.